Vote now.
You're going to pack the
Make
court?
sure you, in fact, let people know
He doesn't want
you're a
to answer the
senator.
question.
I'm not going to answer the question
Why
because
wouldn't you answer that
because
question?
the question
you want to put a
is
lot of
the
new
question
Supreme Court
is
justice,
the
radical
question,
left.
Will you
Who
shut
is your,
up, man?
Listen, who is?
Will you
who
shut
is your,
up, man?
Listen, who is?
Will you
who
shut
is your,
up, man?
Listen, who is?
Already fired most of them because they did a
Some
good
because
job.
Some people don't
Well,
do a good
here's
job. With you,
Go
they
ahead.
say
You
that.
get the wait a minute. You get the final word, Mr.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
Sir.
With $1 billion, if you don't
That
get rid
is
of the
you know what, you're-
absolutely
wait,
not
stop.
You're on
true.
tape doing it.
You're going to
You're on
have
tape.
True.
Gentlemen.
Is-
I hate to raise
Chris,
my voice,
he's
but it
on
seems
tape.
to be. Why should I be different than the two of you?
Chris Wallace felt like a kindergarten teacher running a class on Zoom.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck. That was the worst debate I have ever seen. In fact, it wasn't even a debate. It was a disgrace.
40,000 people a day are contracting COVID. In addition to that, about between 750 and 1,000 people a day are dying. When he was presented with that number, he said, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is because you are who you are. That's why it is.
Even Dr. Seuss was like, wait, what are we talking about?
The president has no plan.
Him very much.
You got it.
Not malicious. That's what his
It's an idea.
FBI,
Okay.
FBI director
Gentlemen.
said.
The man has dementia. There's no doubt about it. I've talked to doctors. I've had them look at 100 different tapes of his 5 years ago and today.
The Biden people say he's fine.
Oh, he can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance and he's fine.
And then he turned into a bat and flew away. There's no truth, of course, to this Pledge of Allegiance claim from Giuliani. But if those are his criteria for dementia, I hope he never has to see his boss try to sing God Bless America.
Is it true that you paid $750 in federal income taxes each of those 2 years?
I paid millions of dollars in taxes, millions of dollars of income tax. And let me just tell you, there was a story in one of the papers.
Show us your tax
I paid
returns.
$38 million 1 year. I paid $27 million
Show us your
1
tax
year.
returns.
I went, you'll see it as soon as it's finished. You'll see it. I don't want to pay tax. Before I came here, I was a private developer. I was a private business people. Like every other private person, unless they're stupid, they go through the laws, and that's what it is. He passed a tax bill that gave us all these privileges for depreciation and for tax credits.
He says he's smart because he can take advantage of the tax code. And he does take advantage of the tax code. That's why I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts. And I'm going to eliminate those tax cuts and make sure that we invest in the people who, in fact, need the help. People out there need help.
But why didn't you do it over the last 25 years?
Because you weren't
Why didn't you do it over
because
the
you
last
weren't
25
president
years? No,
screwing
no,
things
no.
up.
I need a break. I need a break. Give me a gecko. Give me something.
It was really a productive segment, wasn't it? Keep yapping, man.
And by the way, maybe you could inject some bleach in your arm, and that would take care of it. This is the
That
same
was
man.
said sarcastically,
That was
you
him.
know that.
Meanwhile, a guy injecting bleach in his arm was like, wait, what do you mean sarcastic?
It was sarcasm, just like my oath to uphold the Constitution and my marriage vows. I guess I'm just too hip.
Which
was heavily
Mr.
in
President,
You would have been much later, Joe.
Mr. President,
Much later.
Mr.
You're
President.
talking about 2 million people.
At that point, I was just waiting for a woman in a bikini to walk out holding a sign that said round 2.
This is
Evidence
not
of
going to
that.
end well.
There is
Okay.
no
This
evidence
is
of that.
not going
Vice
to
President
end well.
Biden.
Was that helpful to any American? The only person who enjoyed that was Vladimir Putin while he was stroking a cat. Yes, yes, yes.
We had some fun with that, too. We went out on the street yesterday, and we asked people, who do you think won the debate? Again, this was yesterday. The debate was still 24 hours away, but did that stop people from claiming to have seen it? No, it did not, as you will see in tonight's edition of Live Witness News.
The debate on TV last night. Who do you think was better, Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Were you surprised last night at the beginning of the debate when President Trump pulled up on that motorcycle?
Absolutely.
What'd you
Absolutely.
think? Just describe it a little bit. For people who might not have seen it, describe it a little bit.
His motorcycle, I can't, if I can describe it, I didn't get a glimpse that much,
Yeah.
but I know he was on it. I seen it and he was like revving it a little bit,
Yeah.
which was pretty great, and that's what I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I
And when
enjoyed.
he did the Fonzie thing.
Exactly, did the Fonzie thing.
What was your favorite moment of the debate? Was it when Trump pulled up on the motorcycle, when Kanye West pulled the microphone out of Joe Biden's hand, or when Joe Biden bit Donald Trump's arm?
Kanye. I like Kanye because I didn't think he was really gonna do it. I expected it, but it was still like, you did it? You actually did it? You know what I'm saying?
Jocelyn, last night was the big presidential debate. I'm sure you watched.
Yeah.
When President Trump and Joe Biden tried to do a TikTok dance, what did that look like to you?
I mean, it just looked like they were trying to be a TikToker, I guess. You know?
Yeah. And now show us, what did Joe Biden look like?
He was kind of like being like, he was very stiff.
Yeah.
I feel like Trump had more fun with it.
Did Joe Biden go too far when he called President Trump a no good, stinky, dumbbell duty loser?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How did you feel when he called him that on the debate stage?
I mean, I was like frustrated and like enraged.
Anything you want to say to Vice President Joe Biden about calling President Trump a no good, stinky, dumbbell duty loser?
Mr. Biden, you need to stop calling our president
a no good,
stinky,
dumbbell,
scumbag,
dumbbell,
dumbo,
duty loser.
duty loser.